Spit your journey, talk your shit, rap your cat, talk your stuff. Use your clip, hit the right one, step and we exactly like one.
The Gang Talk Your Ish Podcast, episode 17. I'm Bano.
It's your boy Pauliano.
And I'm Winter.
What's up, guys? How was everybody's week?
Whoa, you got a mask on.
Yeah, what's up with the mask, man?
I just came back from Miami, so I want to be considerate to my counterparts
Oh, I respect that. Thank
because
you.
I'm not quarantining correctly.
Nobody need the Rona.
I would have.
Right.
Yes, because Miami is fully open. I'm talking about indoor dining. The clubs is open.
Uh-huh.
The yachts, everything is open. You can do whatever you want in Miami.
We should have did a Zoom, man. Just came back from Miami, man. I don't know. We should have did a
It
Zoom.
was a lot.
Can we
The
get in
mall-
trouble?
The malls is
I
open.
can't get. I didn't go nowhere. I've been.
But she
following
went
the
somewhere.
rules.
Like, can we get in trouble as a podcast?
Nah. We good. We good. So Miami was lit though.
I had a good time.
All right.
Yo, shout out to finger licking though, cause I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. That was like the best food I had in so long.
So you ain't get my DM when I said, can you bring me a plate?
I said how I'm gonna get it to you though, because by the time I would have got to the airport, I would have ate that. First
Is
of all,
that good?
Yo, no, seriously, it put me out. Like I just was like sleep. It was so.
I heard finger licking was. I heard finger licking was fire. I never been there, but I heard it was good.
They got lemon pepper?
Oh, I don't eat chicken wings. I don't
They got
like,
lemon
I don't
pepper
like
breasts?
chicken with bones. I only like chicken breasts. I was raised by like a Spanish woman, so
Yeah.
they didn't fry chicken and stuff like that. And they Kool-Aid is mad good. Like they got like this mystery drink or whatever, but I know it's like fruit punch and lemonade.
Like ghetto Kool-Aid?
Yeah, but it's mad good because they got the Chick-fil-A.
Is
ice.
that DJ Khaled spot?
Is it or is it
I think it might be Cali shit.
Khaled? Oh, okay. Well, shout out to if it is Khaled, another one. Okay.
Another
I
one.
love the one.
Yo,
It was a busy week. It was a lot went on this week though.
Facts, man.
So we got the verdict for Breonna Taylor. Well,
Very
no
upsetting.
verdict. I'm sorry.
Very
No
verdict.
No verdict.
It's no justice.
Tory Lanez dropped some shit.
Very upsetting. Very upsetting.
Clown.
So let's start with the Breonna Taylor though. What how do y'all what do y'all thought on that?
My thought on that is, number one, the district attorney, Daniel Cameron, you a sucker, a sellout, bitch made ass.
Yo, you just
Black
told
dude.
time out. You just told us to watch the curses. You just say
bitch is a female dog.
Okay.
but you
But you definitely
right. You just before we started, you just said, "Yo, watch the
I'm
curses."
sorry.
Yo. All right, go
upset,
ahead.
man.
I'm not, listen, we're not
Because
mad, but I'm just
as a black man, I watched him go on the news. Right, I'm sitting here watching CNN. First thing, or one of the first things that come out his mouth is, this is a sad situation, blah blah blah, but we have to deal with the facts of the case. So I said, cool. Let's deal with the facts of the case. Breonna Taylor was unarmed. Y'all agree?
Okay, yes.
The police didn't announce themselves when they came in their house.
right.
Her boyfriend fired because he thought it was somebody,
An intruder.
a intruder, to hurt them. So he has the right in that state to carry a legal firearm
Right.
and protect himself and his family.
Okay.
And then after he fired on them and they ran out of there and left, he called 911 and said, I just fired my weapon at intruders.
Right.
So he didn't know they was police, so he did the right thing. So y'all indict one of the cops on hitting the wall. So the wall is more important than this life that was lost. Y'all gotta be kidding us, man. And then Mr. Cameron,
Mister.
like, yeah, pardon me, asshole, sucker,
So, Mrs. Cameron.
Uncle Tom.
Mrs.
Exactly.
Cameron.
And then all this stuff, he got a white wife. Now I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with
Interracial.
I just wouldn't do it, but that's what he choose to be with. You's a Trump supporter. You got a picture with Trump. You somewhere at a podium with Trump, whatever, one of his campaigns. So you not for us. So don't get up there and act like you represent for
black
us.
man.
Don't represent us, because as black people, we disown you quick. Give a fuck.
African
Give a damn the
and-
color of
and-
your skin.
Winter, as a woman, how you feel about
I'm extremely hurt about it. I'm extremely hurt because to me, what I feel in my heart of hearts is that black women are the bottom of the barrel when it comes to anything. It does not matter. We come behind anybody, and we are the front line to protect everybody. We don't see, oh, this person is this color or this. We'll be a mother to anybody. And we are the most disrespected. We're the bottom of the barrel. Nothing when it comes to us is top tier. Nothing.
Right.
Everything that we have to do have to be super exceptional to even be, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it is. The fact that her situation happened before George Floyd, but it was like, oh no, this black man died, and I'm not taking away from him. I'm just saying.
Right.
She was asleep in her bed, in her home. She was a essential worker. Like, what more did y'all want from her?
Right. That's
so
real
now, George Floyd happened. The whole world felt it.
shit.
Right? So now let's go. Let me just take a back. Let's go to Meg Thee Stallion. Right? Now, Tory Lanez says whatever. So now nobody believes her. So y'all would have believed her if she was dead only. Because y'all not questioning what happened to Breonna Taylor, and y'all wasn't there. But y'all saying to Meg, and y'all saying it on the internet, y'all wasn't there. How do y'all know what happened? Because she's alive. So you gotta be dead. You cannot be alive for them
Right.
to even want to listen to your story. That's sad.
As a black woman.
That hurts me. That hurts me. That she's saying I was even in her disarray, she was still trying to protect him.
That's what black women do.
Right.
She was still trying to protect him by not saying her side, by not saying that there was a gun in the vehicle because of what is happening. That's her first thought
Right.
in her mind.
Right.
And still, oh, his album is hot. Fuck his album. I'm not listening. And I enjoy Tory Lanez. I really do. How dare you put an album or whatever you put out in the wake of what is happening right now? Like, how dare you?
Right.
That's
I feel like that was so disrespectful.
exactly.
It hurts me. I had to go off of social media to see people. Like, I'm like, am I gonna mute them? Am I gonna unfollow them?
Right.
Sitting here saying like, I don't care what they said. That album is fire. But y'all just saying y'all want justice for Breonna Taylor. Are y'all like? First of all, he's not even from here. He's not even from here. What do y'all care what he's saying? How y'all not believing what she's saying? But when it comes to Breonna Taylor, it's like, nope, we believe. It's no video. It's no nothing. They said, oh, her boyfriend was a drug dealer. Oh, he wasn't there. Y'all take those facts and y'all like, yep, this is what happened. But Meg say her side because she's here. Nah, I object. That's
Right.
not the truth.
I mean, the way you put it like that, I definitely didn't look at it from that standpoint, and I never will ever be able to identify what it's like to be a black woman.
Even
you know what I'm saying?
when they say, because I believe that it was Tory Lanez that said it. A black man is not loved unless he has money, which is a
False.
complete lie. Because when I went to go visit my friend in jail, there was nobody there. It was 3 people. That bus came around 5 times because nobody was there.
Wow.
If I go see a man in jail, it's out the door. They fighting to go visit them. And it's not only because what they provided, because what if they go to jail and they can't provide anymore? What does it matter?
Right.
What you provided before.
Right.
So when they go and they have their white wives that don't know the struggle or won't be with them if they don't have no money, because they won't,
Right.
unless you get them girls from PA.
Right.
Those
yeah. Niggas go to
girls from
PA.
PA or Vermont,
Yeah.
they'll take you, blind, cripple, or crazy. They don't care. Ain't no big thing. You know what I'm saying? But, like, okay, so 50 Cent got into it, or Dr. Dre's daughter, came at 50 saying, like, oh, you jealous or whatever.
Jealous
But
of
you
what?
didn't know that, you don't think that your mother is OD? That's
Right.
that's an OD situation.
Oh,
$2
yeah.
million a month.
Yeah. See that? But see, yeah, she's wilding, and she makes it frowned upon. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she makes it frowned upon.
It's sad. I'm
No, as
But
a black
regardless
woman, you
of,
have, as a black woman, you have a right to vent. Like, this was a emotional week for the black community. You know what I'm saying? I feel
and then
like
to be divided, like
Yeah.
y'all not having our back the way that when it's y'all, we on the front line even care. We don't need this. We don't need the logistics. We don't need nothing. We have your back.
Right.
And when it comes to women, it's like, but everything is but.
Yeah.
That's sad.
That's
I
real
agree
shit.
with that. Like, as a community, as black men, we gotta hold each other responsible. So all you dudes that's in the street beating up women or beating on your wife or your girl, you a sucker. Like, you know what I mean? I don't care how mad you is.
Not even. I think it's support, like in general. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like-
all
like-
all that. In
I
full
mean, I just
circle.
think that we just need to support black women in general. I think that we just need to have a stronger bond. I think this week really made me see that it's easy to be divided. Like once Tory Lanez dropped that album, I seen people switch sides
How many
so
months ago was
crazy.
that? How many months ago
Right.
did the situation
So
happen?
it was like, you know, when she did her live and everybody was like, oh, fuck Tory. Now he dropped some music and, you know, he's saying whatever he's saying. I didn't listen to it.
And I'm not.
I
listening.
heard like skip,
Yeah.
like, but it's like, damn, that's, you know, you quick to
That's
change your
quick.
mind. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
quick.
And it's like you drop it right after, you know, we find out the news about the Breonna Taylor. Like, and what I got to say about that, because a lot of people is always speculating, you know, her, like she was dealing with drug dealers or, you know, her house was this, her house was that, her house was a known spot. At the end of the day, people forget that, you know, the Justice Department, cops are supposed to uphold the law.
That's
you know
a
what I'm
fact.
saying? Like, and if the law is saying that you have to a warrant to come into my home to bring me to justice, then that's what you're supposed to do. A no-knock warrant, for what people don't know, is they don't have to announce themselves. But as a cop, you're supposed to provide common sense and judgment. One, Kentucky is a firearm state, which means that 9 out of 10, somebody has a gun in their home because they're allowed to do that. They can carry a firearm.
Yep.
So as a cop, why would I want to knock on somebody's door and not announce myself, not knowing what the fuck they might have in there? You understand what I'm saying? So if it's the middle of the night and you knocking my door off the hinges, you right. I'm definitely firing. And it doesn't matter. So without using your common sense, as opposed to saying this is the police, we're here to serve a warrant, you didn't do that.
Yep.
So whatever comes after that, that's on you. You're still supposed to uphold the law because these are the laws, these are the oaths that you took. So I just feel like the black community is not even respected enough to get fake justice.
To get fake.
Like you couldn't even indict him and then maybe he beat it down the line. Let this shit blow over. You understand what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like you didn't
At
even
the
have
gate,
enough.
they
You
saying
didn't even
no.
have enough. Like yo, this shit is getting out of hand. We're gonna indict you. We're gonna drag this shit out as long as possible and then give you the minimum charge. Y'all dubbed it off the gate. Like we're not even gonna pursue this.
But
So
when they
it's
killed
like,
that white woman,
but
he's in
right,
jail for
he's in
9
jail
years.
in
And what about
Minnesota.
What about
Michael Vick? Michael Vick killed dogs, and the dogs got more justice.
No.
than
You
Breonna-
know that the white
Breonna-
people love
of
dogs.
course.
And
But
I
this is what I'm
think-
saying. Like it's no hesitation. Like he got charged for endangerment to a war, to a neighbor's war. He got charged for endangering the neighbor that lived next door to her. You
Since
understand
when
what I'm
in
saying?
America they worry about
And a lot of
wars
people
more
have
than lives.
opinions, but a lot of people don't know the law. If you know the law, then it's easy to be cut and dry. Even as a criminal, as you're a cop, cops respond after the crime is committed. You're a cop. You're not an investigator. You're not a detective. You're not
Right.
a lawyer. You're not a judge. After a crime is committed, this is what you're responding to that. You understand what I'm saying? So I just think that we're living in a time where, and I think we all had this discussion though. Like we living in a time where when people don't feel like they have to hide their racism anymore. I feel like, you know, when President Obama was in office for 4 years, black people showed out. We were so proud that we had a black president, that we finally was able to see a black president.
My president
We had the
is
whole
black.
"my president is black." We had a black family. We had a black, like we had somebody other than an athlete or entertainer to look up to.
Look up to.
You understand what I'm
And they
saying?
just gave that to
And
us
now
to
that we
pacify
have
us.
and now that the Republicans have Trump in office, an individual who's not scared to speak his mind, he's going to say whatever he wants. He don't care who he rubs the wrong way. This is their Obama. You understand what I'm saying? So my
Okay.
question: can you be a Trump supporter and not be racist?
Hell no.
I don't. Okay. So Trump being wanting to run the company in a business mind, I agree with that. I do agree with that. I do not agree with his views on anything else. You know, when he was talking the other day, he was like, "Oh, I've done more for the black community than any other president, any other besides Lincoln, mind you."
Yeah,
Lincoln.
you sound like him too.
You know what? I could be an impersonator because I'm really, really good at impersonating people. He was like, you know, any other president except for Lincoln, you know, because Lincoln supposedly freed the slaves or whatever.
Which he
so
didn't.
So it's like for
didn't.
you to say like you did more for black
Right.
people than him. But again, in his views on him running the country like a business, I agree with that.
Right.
I don't agree with anything else that he does. But what I also
Do you support him though?
I don't support any of them.
I agree with that.
I don't support any of them. No way are we winning. How are we winning? We winning if we put Joe Biden and Kamala
It's
Harris.
no way that we'll win. I don't support
First of
anyone
all,
in
they've
office.
been there. So look, they saying, oh, this gotta change, this gotta change. Joe Biden been in office how long? 30, 40 years?
Yeah.
The other one that's, you know, with that water Dashiki, she been there 30, 40 years. They all been there. He been here for 4. So y'all not telling me that we cleaning up his mess when he just got here.
Right.
Right.
So don't think that y'all all so pro-black now when y'all been here. I'm gonna be 35.
Right.
Y'all been here. Y'all never done changed y'all seat. Y'all ain't go nowhere.
Right.
So you're not gonna tell me
That's a
that
good
he's
point,
the
P.
worst of the worst when he only been here for 4 years.
I'm not.
That's a good
I
point.
don't. I'm
That's a valid point, though.
I'm not saying what all the things that's going on in the country right now is Trump's fault. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is that he came in office and he is pushing. He is following up. He's continuing the racist system at hand. Now, Obama, he was black. Like you said, black people got a little pep in their step. Oh, shit. No, it's motivation. But at the same time,
Another curse.
damn, I'm sorry, guys.
You gotta
Go
get a
ahead.
swear
At
jar.
the same time,
Yeah.
Obama, certain things he said, a lot of people ain't gonna like what I said,
Okay.
but they was moving him as a puppet.
Exactly. So this is what I'm trying to understand. How they trying to make like Trump is making all of these decisions, right? And nobody's not stopping
But
him.
what they doing now was like, what they doing, and to me is like, who gonna win the bid for the black people?
Okay.
Oh, got a $500 billion platinum package for the black
But
folks.
they said Trump,
Okay,
Don't
what
try
does
to-
that mean?
Trump has a
500
lot more black supporters now than when he first ran.
Yeah, all that money he giving out.
Okay, so in 2008, I don't know if we would,
I
but
was-
that was the recession, right?
That's when the recession hit.
Crazy.
That's when Obama got in
Obama was
office.
it, so what I need to know. I need to do some research on that. I want to know what it is that he gave, not to just the black people, but period, because it hurt everybody.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
What do y'all remember?
I was in the streets, so 2008, I didn't even care what was going on. I ain't gonna hold you. 2008, I just voted for Obama because I just thought it was
He
the
was
right
black,
thing to do.
yeah.
I was
Like,
black.
I didn't
I was
really
living in North
feel it.
Carolina. I was living in a racist state. I remember walking into the voting booth asking which booth was for Obama and getting niggas tight. Like, yo, which is the Obama booth? You know what I'm saying? Just because, you know, it's 2008, I'm voting for a black man. But to piggyback off of what Winter said, Winter's right. He's been in here for 4 years. I think the difference is Trump speaks his mind. He doesn't hide. And it may sound crazy. That's what I respect about him.
So at least you
'Cause
know what
I
you're dealing with.
I know.
So you want me
You
to
know,
say-
you don't have to hide it. Like
You want me
I'd
to
rather
say,
deal with
oh,
somebody
I'm gonna
that.
go with
But-
Joe Biden and
Right.
he done
I
shipped
feel like-
more black men
But if
to
you
jail.
telling me,
course.
if you telling me, yo, we gonna give you $500 billion.
I want it. Thank you.
Get
Bring
but
it to me.
all right, but look how I feel. Like my man Shabazz OG said, give us a down payment.
I
Send
think
something.
so.
Put a little something on it.
I
man.
think he did. I think he approved it. But
think he did.
and you know what? I don't want to.
I'm talking about that $500 billion. Put something on it.
You
Put
right.
$100 billion on it. So.
You're right. This is what
Put
I'm
something
saying.
down, man.
I think that we are living in a time where you need to know who your enemy is. You need to. You know what I'm saying? It's no telling. Like, I don't know. I'm not happy with Trump, and I'm like, but I don't know if I feel the effects of Trump. I know
There's
I feel
no-
it.
that's the
I
other
feel it. I
thing.
feel like I feel the effects of racism because people are not hiding it anymore. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like we possibly are living in the brink of a race war where people are the same confidence that we had when Obama was in office. This is the confidence that
But
they
I
have
feel
now.
Like they're not being
And,
fair though.
and we're not used to that. Now you got
Used
people
to it.
calling
What
you
you, hold on.
No,
What you
not
mean
no
used to it?
being it
But
directly in your face. Listen,
don't-
I'm not saying not used to racism.
Boy, he been in our face for 400.
I'm
over
not
400.
saying
Well,
that,
you're
P.
not 400. So
But
when you say
Before
that, you
10,
can't say
5 years ago, a racist person wouldn't risk calling you a nigga. Now they might try to
They
call
can do
you
it
a
on the
nigga.
internet now.
They do it on it. No, to your face. How many times now you seen videos where people are in Walmart and get called a nigga and they get punched in their face?
'Cause they
You
they
wasn't
fed
seeing
up.
That. You wasn't
But the
seeing
thing-
that 5 years ago because they wasn't trying to do that, but because they see this guy in office who, you know what? He speaks his mind. Why do you call it the China virus? Because it came from China.
It is the China
You understand what I'm saying?
virus.
After that, look what happened. The crimes against Chinese people they had a hotline. If you are a Chinese person,
because when they wanted to kick every black person out of China, so
okay, this is all right,
and
but this is
that's
what
it.
I'm saying. And he said it, the China virus, the crimes against Chinese people went up tremendously. You understand what I'm saying?
But the fact of the matter is, if black people they say that nigga is a term of endearment. Why, when somebody else use it, y'all want to get upset? Take away the power. Now you're not getting me upset. I don't care that you call me a nigga. Have a good day.
Right. Nah, to me it doesn't bother. Like
If
that
a,
doesn't
if a
bother
guy
me.
call me a bitch, you think I'm gonna turn around? Oh, I ain't no bitch. I might be acting bitchy, and that's it.
But you not a bitch though. You shouldn't.
I could
He
be.
He shouldn't call you that
But I
though.
could be. I'm not saying that. guys
You
are
never could be a bitch.
No,
How? You can't be.
no,
You
no,
could
I'm
transform
not
into a dog.
I'm not. You know what I mean?
Nah, I don't.
Okay, so why do people make a thing like, oh, this white person call me a nigga? If you're not a nigga, then it don't matter.
You wanna
Because
know why?
black people feel we
Because-
took it and made
You
it.
wanna know, I feel like the reason why it's all right. I use the word nigga amongst my
Nigga,
friends.
my nigga.
But the
Nigga,
reason
can I
why
get
a white
nigga,
person
nigga,
can't call me a
nigga.
nigga, and the reason why I'll
I
run
don't
in your
care.
mouth,
I don't care
if
if a white
if a white
person-
person calls me a nigga, I'm
You
running in
gotta
your mouth.
take away the
Only
power.
reason why is
They're
because
gonna
my
continue to
ancestors
do it.
couldn't do it 400 years ago.
They're gonna
When you
continue
called
to
them a
do
nigga
it.
400 years ago, they couldn't do it because they might get
couldn't-
killed.
what-
Now
now-
this is ass whipping is coming from 400 years ago.
Okay, so then now you're gonna go to jail for a hate crime.
I'd rather go to jail for something. I certain shit
No,
I
that
could go to
makes
jail
sense.
for
No,
that I feel
no.
comfortable with.
I don't
Yeah.
feel
You're not
comfortable.
gonna if I know you're not gonna call me.
I
I
don't
feel like
feel
this.
comfortable with
You
you
call
going to jail
I
for
me
somebody
neither. I don't
calling
feel
you a
comfortable.
nigga.
But you called me a nigga. So when we go in court, you call me a nigga. You know that's a hate crime right there. Calling me a nigga. So I punched you in your face.
Well, we all know they ain't gonna work in our favor.
Yeah, we not. It's not gonna work
They
in our
ain't working
favor.
our
But
favor.
I guarantee you though, you're gonna think twice about calling somebody else a nigga.
Maybe not.
Now that's
Maybe not.
that's a fact.
That's
Maybe
a,
not.
How many times you done seen people get called a nigga and when they get punched in their face, oh, I'm sorry, stop. Don't do this to me no more.
Yeah,
This-
then they go.
Yeah.
Then they go on the internet. You fucking nigga.
all right, yeah,
they all
you
under
rather
the
do it
post.
on the internet as a like I said, I do it because I feel like my ancestors had to suppress that rage for 400 years, and because if they didn't, they
They
might
didn't
die.
even have that rage. So
They might die.
Didn't have that rage.
You know what I'm saying?
We're not violent people. That's the fact of the matter is that we're not violent people.
Until we're provoked.
Yeah, naturally we
We're
We're
not
not
violent.
loving
naturally
Cameron,
until we're provoked.
black
you understand what I'm
folks.
saying? We're not violent, and I think
So
that's the problem
why
though.
I don't understand why they even let that bother them. They should be like,
So you trying to say people should just take? It's still
I'm
disrespectful.
not saying I'm not.
People don't want to
I
take
get what she's
disrespect.
saying. She's saying-
What I feel is somebody that I don't care about, they can't do nothing to. They can't say nothing to me that's gonna make me feel no type of way.
Right.
I don't care about you. I don't care about
Everybody
your
don't
views.
share that sentiment though.
Like, okay, it was something on Facebook and they was talking about Breonna Taylor. They was like, oh, she dealt with drug dealers, so that's what she got. I could have got upset about that, and I just said, at the end of the day, you don't even know her. You know what I'm saying? You white woman, you don't know her.
Yeah,
so
I don't.
you want to sit there and pass judgment and say, oh, if you would have listened to the law and not dealt with drug dealers, then you wouldn't be dead. I could get upset, but I'm not gonna get upset because who are you? You're nobody.
Right, I get that.
Right.
But can you be a Trump supporter
I already said that I do not support his views
and not be a
on
racist though?
everything, but the way that he run the country in a business mindset, even though he's not a great businessman, because
Nah, you can't say that.
what?
He's rich, so he got to be something good.
I'm just he's
You gotta give props when props
no
is
no
due.
no. I'm
Okay.
just saying he okay.
So do you
Okay.
think that you could be a Trump supporter and not be racist though?
No,
Okay.
Why, P?
because number one,
Wait, so you don't listen to R. Kelly no more, right? Oh, all right. Yeah, those.
Ooh.
Let me finish, man.
Finish your thoughts, but that was
Now,
a good
boom.
one.
If a person support Trump, right?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all like what he talking about. I'm following him, voting for him. I'm doing this. I'm
But
doing
that's
that.
not what we said. We
Listen,
said-
let me finish.
All right.
Yes, you clearly the things he does, the things he said out his mouth, he's a racist. If Obama said the things that he say, Obama would have been a racist only for black folks, which I don't think a black person could be racist. But now that Trump says it, it's okay, it's cool. So if you following him and you know the things he said, you supporting that. So yes, you are part of that. Knowingly or unknowingly, you're a racist. He got caught on misconduct, touching women, pedophilia, the things he said about his own daughter.
Yeah, that was weird.
He's looking at other people's daughter. Oh, she gonna have nice boobs when she get older. If you support that, knowingly or unknowingly, you're a pedophile.
Okay.
Okay.
Again, let's bring it back, like J Mill said.
It's like it's
Are
proof
you
in the pudding.
support R. Kelly?
What you mean? What you
Are
mean
you
by
listening
support?
to his music?
I don't know. Right now. I listen to Lil Baby. I haven't banned his music. But I listen to rap, but I haven't banned his music.
All right. So
I
let,
know how to
can I-
differentiate the two.
Yeah. Can I?
I don't have to support what R. Kelly does in his private life. I don't support that. The man made I believe I can fly. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But remember, you innocent to proven guilty.
That's right.
He made that
Jigga,
song.
Kelly not guilty.
So I think that
I got
you could possibly be a Trump supporter and not.
Because I don't support him in his racist ways.
I think because you know what it is too. I work with a lot of people that support Trump, right?
Yeah.
And they haven't been racist to me. Like they don't exhibit signs of racism. Now what they do outside of work, I don't know. But
So you think
I
it's
think
like-
that because of the fact of the matter is that because people are not exposed to that, like people don't know what it's people that's really oblivious to what goes on in the ghetto in the
Right,
black community.
right.
They really don't understand. Like you could really get stopped. That you could really fit the description
And
that you
lo-
could
and
really-
lose your life.
And you could lose. They don't see it because that's not common to them. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
that's like-
they could talk back to a cop. Like why you stop? Like you can't.
Y'all
you don't.
seen the video
This is
of
what
the
I'm saying,
guy
right?
fighting with the cop. Well, wait a
Of
minute.
course.
How about
You mean a
this?
white dude?
It was
Yeah.
He shot the two cops.
No, not that one. I was talking about he was fighting with him. He was like, "You gotta get out the car." He was like, "I'm not getting out of shit."
Of course, and they let him
I'm
go.
not
Have a
getting
good
out.
day.
Right.
But this is what I'm saying.
Nah,
So
but the white
that
man
doesn't.
that shot them.
It's different. He was drunk.
He was
Now, if
like,
that was
"I'm
a
not
black
getting
man,
out." What?
He was dead. But
What?
this. But
Been dead.
But
Like,
this
They
is what.
didn't even tase him.
This is what
Nothing.
I'm saying though. So I feel like you have people that one are really oblivious, and you have people that want to be oblivious. They don't want to watch the news because they don't want to see that. But like you said, the way Trump runs the country, as far as for them, for the middle class, for the working class,
Right.
he's beneficial for them. You understand what I'm saying? And people don't understand how the Republican and Democratic Party works. So it's just I'm a Democrat because I'm black. That's what people say.
Yep.
You understand what I'm saying? Like I'm Democratic, I'm black, this, that, and the third.
Stop.
So
What happened?
It's 28.
Oh, yo, Ty. Oh, she coming. We can finish. Hey, yeah. Like we could go. Like I stop.
Oh, I didn't know because
you
it's.
said 28.
No, for her.
Oh yeah, so it's
do
stop
that?
at 30, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so we
We
can cut this
good.
part out though. We could cut it.
I can leave it. It's organic like this.
But you realize that people, like working with certain people, I realize like they're oblivious, like they're not racist. Like I could sit down, we could talk, we could laugh, we joke, but their views are the way Trump handles the economy. They support that.
And now you support
You understand
that
what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
I could
so
talk
do-
to them. They said it's unfortunate what happened to Breonna Taylor. They hope that she gets justice. You understand what I'm saying? They look at it as the COVID. It came from China. You got to identify that. You know they don't like being cordial. They like that Trump speaks his mind. He don't care who it is, what happens. This is what they like. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like I sit back and I thought about it all week. Like damn. You know, a friend of mine is a Trump supporter. A friend of mine is, but a coworker that I have, but he also feels bad about the situation with Breonna Taylor.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He also feels like the injustice that goes on with black people is not right. He feels like
And-
that.
and-
He feels like, and he also says that you know, he supports Trump, but he doesn't support how he presents
But
his.
that is the same
his
dynamic
thoughts.
with us. You, my friend, I
Yeah.
don't agree with everything that you say, and you don't.
Dan
agree
sure
with
don't.
But and you don't agree with everything that I or BNO say. So
Mm-hmm.
that we don't have to agree with you 100%, and still we can still support. I still support whatever endeavor you have. When you're taking pictures, whatever it is that you're doing, I'm gonna support you.
Right.
But I don't support you talking about some. Oh, if a girl takes somebody's sperm, he gotta take care of the kid. I don't agree with that.
Yeah, you was wildin'.
I don't agree with that.
You was wildin'.
Still your son.
This nigga's crazy. But but you're right. Like, so that's what I look at, because it's like, you know, I feel like just because I feel like the country is really at a tipping point with racism right now. Like, I feel like this is the most intense we've been in my lifetime with racism that I remember. You understand what I'm saying?
But
So
I don't
it's like,
think they hold, like, my problem is they don't hold each other accountable for white people. Like, yo, all right, come on, bro, you know that's not right. Like,
No,
people,
that's a
it's
fact.
hard
I
for
agree with
people
you.
to deal with the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Like, 1 million people will believe a lie, but the truth always walk alone. Like,
if the truth, people believe a beautiful lie over ugly truth, or any day of the week.
yeah, so in this country was built on a lie.
So how do you think that they going to, when this is what they feel, right? They feel like we erased everything before us, and we made this. America, the land of the free. This is what they was telling us.
Right.
They
It's a
told
fact.
us that they had us singing these songs and doing all this other nonsense off of their beliefs, off of what they wanted to make up. This is what they said, so we had to go with that. So of course that they're not gonna hold each other accountable when they feel like, oh, this is where we started, BC, here, right here. This is it.
Right.
They made up all of those. I don't believe none of that. I don't believe nothing that they say. Nothing.
Right.
So it don't make me no never mind. Again, if it's Trump, if it's Joe Biden, it's not gonna make me no never mind.
Yeah.
How about we take a break? You know,
Yeah.
we don't need to be in a relationship right now. We need to take a break. Okay? We don't need a leader.
I just think we should get 12 Democrats, 12 Republicans, and I feel like we can't do this country until we break down the Constitution and bring it and rewrite it
And rewrite it
still
over
live
because it never was
because
written
it's
for
never
us.
for us. So
Exactly.
until the laws of the land are reconstructed, it's still not going to be beneficial. It
nobody's
doesn't
not
matter
pushing for
what.
that.
It doesn't
Nobody's
matter
not
what
saying
party.
that.
And I personally, like I said, I personally feel like this whole we've been fighting for civil rights for however long I can remember. I'm not into begging people to like me for whatever reason. You understand
Or
what I'm
begging
saying?
for a job.
I'm not
or-
doing that. Like, if you don't want to be around me because of the pigment of my skin, fine. I'm not begging to be in your school. I'm not begging to drink at this water fountain or to sit at this table. And I feel like that's where black people got it wrong. We should have been trying to build our own as opposed to trying to be
Well, we don't
accepted
have to should.
by
We
that.
could-
Now,
we could
yeah,
be
now
moving
we
forward.
and now we could just go
Shout out to
forward.
every
Like, so if
black
you want to be
entrepreneur that's doing their
if you
own
want to be
thing.
with us, like, you know, you have people that and this, I just feel like you have people that genuinely of all nationalities that see the injustice with what's going on with black people right now. You know what
Because
I'm saying?
how
And
they
I,
gonna give
and
that
I feel like
lady-
black people.
The lady from Full House, they gonna give her 2 months, and she get to pick
Oh,
what
yeah, you saw
jail
that?
she wanna go to.
She get to pick the jail she get to go
She
to.
get to pick the jail she wanna
If
go to.
that's not even white people have to
She
sit back
white.
and laugh and
She
be like,
white.
that's,
It's all right.
that's okay. But this is what I'm saying. You get to
And a black
imagine
lady was
you saying, all
homeless.
right, you know what, I did this crime, but you know what, I hear War Kill is a good jail. I hear the chicken on Thursdays is excellent. I'm gonna go there. Right.
They're gonna tell you,
Yeah.
sit your ass down. You ain't going nowhere.
If I tell a judge that, it like
woman-
they gonna send me. They gonna make sure they send me to where I could fucking see the Niagara Falls out my fucking window. You know? Oh yeah, I'm gonna send you 10 hours away to make
And
sure
the
that your
black
family
lady
can't come
was
visit
homeless. She was homeless.
you. Right.
No home. And sent her kid to another school, and she got 6 years.
Right.
You shitting me or
She's still
kidding
in.
me?
She's still in jail right
See,
now.
it takes for a celebrity to get involved. As you being a white judge, you should know this stuff already. Like it
But
just
this is
shit
what I'm.
don't make
But
no
this is
sense
so.
in
Why
this
do
country.
people? Why do people crucify Kim Kardashian then for helping?
I don't crucify her. I always give
No,
her
but
props
she
for
does
that.
though. But
I
she
always
does,
give her
though.
props.
But you know what it is though? They feel like, oh, y'all only listening because it's her. Good.
It
Oh
doesn't-
well, we gotta use them
Okay.
to our advantage. I don't understand what's the tug of war.
Right.
That's the whole problem with black people, though. It's a war within each other anyway. It's never let's all be on one accord. It's like we are always divided all the time. When they don't know that if we're stronger together,
Right.
opposed to being, oh no, we don't want to deal with Kim Kardashian because look, all she deal with is black men and da da da. But she always want to help.
Yeah.
There's never a time that she don't want to help.
Right.
So
And
let me.
she came from really nothing. She ain't nobody. What is she?
Right.
Her father was a lawyer.
Right. Her father got OJ off, like, so.
OJ did it.
Yeah,
For
you know what I mean?
sure.
Shout out to the
For
Juice
sure.
Man.
For sure.
Let me
I know.
ask y'all this though.
I know he did.
So now with all is going on in the country, right? Now, George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, right?
Wait, don't. What's the other guy name?
Ahmaud Arbery,
Yeah.
And
him.
I was just watching Court King yesterday, and they had the trial of the white lady, the white cop that killed the black guy. His own.
Oh yeah,
brother.
she went to jail.
Yeah.
Right?
But
but
wait
then
a minute, but the
even-
brother took him out. Oh, I want to hug you. And I'm
Yeah,
thinking,
like even with that, like yo, bro.
ugh,
Right.
But see,
damn, fuck it, right.
like what? I just want. My question is to all black people out there. When you watch that, it hurts you. You be like, damn, son. Like I was upset watching CNN. I'm pretty sure everybody here was upset. People at home, whoever, you upset, right? But what do you say to yourself? You could be like, damn, man, what can I contribute for change? Like, Kay, if it's one thing that you feel just you can contribute, what you feel that you can do yourself personally to the cause?
I try to be more understanding. Like, I try not to be as judgmental as I used to be with people, because I realize a lot of people don't have the knowledge or education,
Common sense.
And common sense. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
like when I hear certain people say certain things that I deem ignorant or like, damn, like
But
you
ain't
sound
supposed to
dumb.
get worked up about it.
Right. Like
That's what
I
I'm
try to
saying about the
educate. You know what I'm saying?
Educate
Like
'em.
I try to educate. Like, nah, you don't know what you're talking about. Like, you know what I mean? Like I don't want to. I hate seeing I hate when something happens and I see ignorant black people on TV just saying some wild, crazy. Like it makes me mad. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, bro. Like this is the out of all the black people that could have spoke, this is the person that y'all find, which I think they do on purpose. But I'm just saying, I just feel
Yeah,
like
because they
at
control
that
the
time,
media.
I just feel like for me, it's just trying to be more understanding, like, you know, like educate, you know what I'm saying? Even on both ends, even when you're dealing with somebody, because you might have like I said, a Trump supporter, or you might have a racist who y'all can sit down and have a conversation where they're not yelling and they're not being disrespectful.
Right.
These are their views. These are how they're brought up. These are what they're taught. This is what they've learned. This is how, you know, society molded them to be. And I can talk without allowing my emotions to supersede my intelligence, as opposed to, listen, you don't know what it's like as a white man. You can't tell me that you ever fit the description. You understand what I'm saying? You don't know what that's like.
Have a
You don't-
family
you don't,
member
you
or
don't know
friend
what it's like
murdered by the police.
that when you get pulled over by a cop, whoever you on the phone with, yo, I just got pulled over, this where I'm at. Like, you don't know those type of feelings. You don't know what it's like when you see somebody get pulled over, you slowing down your pace just to make sure that nothing goes wrong. You understand what I'm saying? Or you tense up when you see police, or just any type of, like, you're taught to fear the cops. Like, I was never taught to call the police in any situation.
No.
You understand what I'm saying? I used to think the fire department had their own phone number, because I'm like, well, how the fuck, if I can't call the police, it's a fire. Who the fuck, I'm like, what's their number?
I need to call a fire.
Right. But and when you sit down and really talk to them and make them see that, it's like they don't have no choice but to really, like, damn, you don't know what that's like. You understand what I'm
Nah,
saying?
that's
Like,
real.
you
To
don't
be
know
on
what
the
that's
other side,
like. You
yeah,
don't
you
know what
don't
that's
know,
like,
because
because like I
you're
said,
only black.
I feel like this Breonna Taylor situation is like a time to kill. Just make sure everything happened. Just make all those cops is black and Breonna Taylor and her boyfriend is white. What you think would have happened? Let's just be for real. Let's just ask ourselves, like,
Life, everybody in jail,
we're
benefits lost
If we
and
really
everything.
sit down and
That's
ask
what happened.
ourselves, what would happen if this was a reverse situation? If every cop in that scenario was black, Breonna Taylor was Brittany Taylor and her boyfriend, and they knocked on the
Brent.
door, was Brent, and Brent started shooting, and Brittany died. What would happen? We
That
wouldn't.
already happened,
It
though.
wouldn't even have
That's
to be
the
a
crazy.
march. It wouldn't have to be a march.
It already happened. So when those black cops hit those 2 students in the face in Atlanta,
Yeah.
right?
They lost
They
their
was
job.
fired within the next 3 days.
But that's because Atlanta's mayor, she's on top of that. You know what I'm saying? But I just
Yes,
like
and
I
I
said,
salute her for
if
that.
you look at if you look at any situation though, if like I said, this is how I always break it down to a
The
racist.
fact that
If
what's
it
his
was
name,
white.
Dylan Roof,
Yeah.
what is alive
Right.
is crazy. The guy that shot inside the movie theater is alive. Is crazy.
They just show all the white you say white supremacists mass shooting suspects.
Right.
They're all alive.
All of them was arrested peacefully.
All of them are alive. They run around. They have guns. They're armed. These people are not armed. You telling me that you would put your knee in someone's neck because he paid with a fake check or whatever it is, like he had a gun or something.
Right.
The little boy, 17 years old, running around with a gun, shooting people while they protesting. He's
Right.
alive. He could talk. You have
Right.
to hear his side.
Yeah. You know what I think should be happening? Like, you know when a cop kills someone, right? The family usually you hear settle for whatever amount of money, right? Now, I got this theory from Dick Gregory. I saw it on the internet the other day because I watched Dick Gregory. May he rest in peace. Smart brother, knowledgeable. He said that you should have the cops have insurance. So if they kill somebody and they was in the wrong, or this black person was unarmed, make them pay. So he said, now cops gonna treat you accordingly. Now you don't hate me that much because I'm black that you ain't gonna feed your kids or you can't pay your mortgage. No, so they gonna go out there and do their job by the book because they
Because
know
now we
if
gotta
something
pay for it.
happened, my check's gonna go to his family.
Right.
And I hate this dude that much that he's black. I'm gonna feed my kids before him. So let me handle this situation correctly. Go by the book.
Right.
Put my gun down. Is this a traffic? My life's not in danger. And then I think that's a good solution.
Right.
Hold the police accountable. Don't just sue the
Common
department
sense.
in the city.
Ain't that common sense? They don't have it. That's what I'm saying. They lack common sense because that's common sense. Y'all don't have, now the state don't have to pay out.
Right.
Yeah.
Let them pay. They got the pension and they got this. If y'all fuck up, excuse my language.
Right.
And then hold
Y'all
them.
gotta pay.
Yeah. Then hold them accountable. You go to jail or you pay. You broke. No pension. Now you a man. You supposed to take care of your family. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think the gun violence is different in different states for whatever reason? Like, as far as like that's what make the cops paranoid?
No.
You don't think so?
Shootings happen everywhere.
I think
Just
that,
like they killing black people happen everywhere?
I think it does make a difference because I think like you see the states that have gun license like that allow civilians to carry and possess firearms.
Right.
They don't have as much senseless shootings as like states that don't have it. You understand what I'm saying? Like New York has the strictest gun laws in the world. Like this state has the most crucial gun laws.
Right.
We have the most shootings. You know, we have senseless shootings. We wake up every day, somebody done got shot. It was a shooting here. Most shootings in a weekend. Same with Chicago, whatever the case may be. Certain places like that.
In Chicago, can you carry or
I
no?
think it's there. Like you got to go through a little protocol as well, but I don't think it's that easy as like North Carolina, Florida, Texas, states like that.
So on.
Because
don't
living
forget Tulsa,
yeah,
because Fresh 48 is in Tulsa.
living in North Carolina, like you don't hear about shootings because you know that 9 out of 10 somebody else got it on them. You're not gonna be quick to shoot somebody
So
because
the
you know
situation
that
could be diffused.
yeah,
peacefully.
he probably has a gun. You're not going to be quick to rob a convenience store because you know that they probably have a gun. You're not going to run in a bank because you know that 9 out of 10, the banks, whoever's in the bank might have a gun with them.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So in New York, I look at it like you said, it's not common sense. Okay, if I'm shooting, I know if I'm pulling my gun out, 9 out of 10, this person doesn't have a gun on them. You know what
So
I'm
I
saying?
got the
If
one
I want to rob them, like I got the one up. You're not thinking twice, but in other states, you're thinking like, damn, I know if I run in this bank and, you know, this guy with this jersey on might have his gun. You might see it on him. You understand what I'm saying? So now you might have somebody that might want to be a superhero today and prevent you from robbing this bank. But in certain states that have these hard gun laws, you have senseless shooting because you know what? I know you don't have it. You understand what I'm saying? I know that you don't have it. And even still, you create a business, you create a underworld business for for selling guns. Now
Right,
look,
because
the
you can't get
demand
them.
it now is hard. I could charge you for an unloaded gun. I could charge you this amount, and then I'm gonna charge you for the bullets for the gun, because I know you can't get it. You understand what I'm saying? So the stricter you make these gun laws, the more of a business you're gonna create for people. This is the lane that I'm doing. You understand what I'm saying?
So it's like basically it's never gonna stop.
I don't. It's.
Well, no, he's
I don't.
saying
I'm
that
just
if
saying.
they soften up.
If you
the same way.
regulate the laws like Winter said, if you look at certain laws and regulate certain laws, you would see like, okay, why you like every city, every place has shootings. I'm not saying that it doesn't, but why is the states that have the strictest gun laws, why do they have the most shootings as opposed to the states that don't have the harsh gun laws? That should tell you something. Because people, I'm not gonna pull my gun out in a room when I know that 50 other people
Might
have
it on
guns.
it, right?
You understand what I'm saying? Like
So
you're
the
not
chances
gonna do
of
that.
them dying, the chances of me dying too is highly. So
It's highly.
I'm gonna think twice and I'm gonna be peaceful about this.
And this is what people are saying, and this is why people are, and this is why a lot of, and I made that point to say this because they looking at certain gun laws, like Pennsylvania, they was talking about taking away their right to carry assault rifles and things like that,
Well,
or
who
certain
needs
gun
an
laws.
assault rifle?
You don't need an assault rifle, but this they went to the courtroom with their assault rifles, like you're not taking this from us.
Remember when the Black Panthers used to walk around with guns?
Right. So this is
What
what
happened?
I'm saying. You
Police
feel,
wasn't
you
beating
feel
them up like
endangered
that?
because this is the point that I'm making. You feel endangered because one, I feel like when you look at a black kid, you're already intimidated because of you already know how hard we have it.
Right.
So putting a gun in their hand is just
Even more.
it's even more. You understand what I'm saying? Like you know how hard we have it.
Right.
You know that we're trained, we're brought up to be in fear of police. You know what I'm saying? Like we look at white people who have to show us that you're not a racist before we could become cool with you.
What they said? What they said on Friday? He said, "Why you in so much competition? Mm-hmm. I look better than you.
Right.
You don't. I cook
Right.
better than you. You can't. My dick is bigger than
Uh-huh.
yours.
But-
Hold that neck."
But
But that's the. You know what I wanted to ask, right? So did y'all see the video when the guy shot the two cops?
Yeah.
Did he take the cop's gun or did he have his own gun?
You mean when he was on the
the
side of the highway?
highway.
He's like, I don't want to go to jail.
Yeah.
Nah, something smooth with it.
That was his own.
Wherever
gun?
he had him
no,
at,
that was his own.
I
that
think
was
his gun
own
was in the side of the door
That
or
was
on the
his own
seat
gun.
somewhere.
Okay.
Because when they was dragging him, he pushed off and like dug down. I don't know where
Oh,
exactly
okay.
at, but that was his.
I'm like, did he shoot him?
And he shot them
Wow.
quick.
Yeah, and one of them.
And he
died.
didn't seem like a threat.
He didn't. He really didn't. I'm not gonna lie. He just.
He
looked
did. He just
was
looked like he
drunk.
was high.
He called somebody like, "Come get me," and all of that.
Now imagine
Right.
that the black people who was murdered by police that wasn't even acting outright like him. Just ask simple question: why I'm being stopped, sir? Why do I have to get out the car and lost their life? He killed the cop and he alive right now to talk about it.
Right. No ass whipping in his mugshots. None of
Nothing.
that. Like he don't look crazy. And this is what entices this is what makes black people angry because it's like, damn, like you ain't even beat his ass. Like you
Give
don't
us-
got beat for less than a murder. You know what
Give
I'm
us
saying?
our own land, man. Black people, we should have been we should have left it segregated from white folks.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said earlier, we not begging y'all. All right, cool. Y'all want to chill with us? We gonna be lit how we be lit.
Right.
And to tell you the truth,
And y'all want to be with us.
we was lit.
Y'all want to be with
Yo,
us.
it's
though.
nothing like going to a hotel and it's your people. But see,
Yeah.
what they did was they made it. Black people felt like they're a higher level if they in a white hotel.
Right.
If they wearing white people
Mm-hmm.
clothing. If we could go to the white restaurant, what's wrong with the black restaurant?
Right.
At least you know we season the food.
That's right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's wrong with, like, black people's like they afraid or embarrassed. Like I was out.
Do you still get uncomfortable if you walk into a room and it's nothing but white people? Like, do
Nah,
you feel
I've
weird?
actually.
Nah, I feel good.
I actually was like, when I was younger, I used to go to Fresh Air Fun. So
I be
I'm
like, the melanin
around
coming
white
through.
people. And I already, from even when I was young, anything that I did, they wanted to do.
Right.
So
right.
I'm saying I'm coming from New York. I went to the first time I went to Fresh Air Fun. I went and I stayed in Pennsylvania. I don't even remember where it was. And it was like 4 or 5 kids, and they was like wanting to do everything that I did. Like, oh, how do you know how to do this? Like, you know, at that time I know how to jump.
I'm
rope,
from the hood.
All of that. You know what I'm saying? I went to Lake Placid. I went upstate because they took us to Canada, and they just was like so infatuated with us.
Right.
Now that I'm going back and thinking about it, it makes me think about Get Out.
Right.
Because they was just like, oh my God, you're so fast. Like I could jump, I could like, you know how like you go on the monkey bars? I could do all of that stuff.
Right.
I'm like, so it's. They
Hold on, you could do
it.
it now, or you talking about back then?
No, I can still do it. I can still do all of that type
So
of
you
stuff.
still athletic?
Yeah.
That's good.
Challenge you to the monkey bar challenge.
Okay. Yo, when I was coming here, they was dancing on the train, and he was like on the monkey bars, and the guy was looking at him like, "What are you doing?"
Yo, Winner, if I see you on Instagram dancing on the train, you was getting busy?
Not me.
Uh,
Showtime.
Yeah.
He was
No
like, "Do
music."
something with
Hi,
his
my name is Tyrone. I'm just trying to get some money to start for my
basketball
basketball
team. I'm not out here robbing
I'm
nobody.
not out here robbing nobody.
She was like, "We not criminals," and I'm just sitting there like, "Y'all dancing on the train in the pandemic."
Now, New York City got the best train dances, though.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Showtime.
How much the train cost now?
Too much.
$275.
Too
Alright.
damn bad. It's
Yeah.
so high.
Too much, 75.
It's too high.
But at least you get an entertainment.
Right.
Shit, you ain't
And,
getting that nowhere else.
and it's clean. Like this, the cleanest I ever
Right,
seen the
They really
trains.
stopped the train at like
Yeah,
1 o'clock.
Shout out to all the
It's
MTA
really-
workers
it's
out
really-
there
it's really
that's
clean.
cleaning it up.
It's really clean. So I
Got
definitely,
MTA workers
I
around.
definitely
I got some
don't have an
family
issue
members
riding
in
the train.
MTA.
But
I don't have. I mean, it's still a little bit of bums. This guy, he was just like, "Oh, I like your braids." I just kept on looking. He was like, "Bitch." I was like, "All
but
right." You
it
know,
definitely was a emotional week for a lot of people.
Yes,
You know what I'm
man.
saying?
Yes.
It was definitely,
Definitely.
like a roller coaster. So
Yeah.
you know, I definitely I don't know. I think we got like what 2 months until the election. What do y'all think is gonna happen?
I'm not even gonna lie.
Trump gonna be reelected, man.
Okay.
You think so?
I agree.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yes,
I agree with that.
I'm not, like I said, it don't matter what happens. I know me and my family, or me and y'all, the crew, the family, and even in our community, we're not gonna see a drastic change, man.
Right. There's not gonna
So
be no drastic change.
they in there for their agendas. They out there
Uh-huh.
battling, and they all playing the black card or love black people. They-
Dashiki.
Black Lives Matter. Kiss,
yeah, she's
kiss
wild.
my.
Right.
I ain't. Tell me that you gonna change the Constitution when you get in office.
That's what I'm.
That's how you gonna get my vote.
Right.
Tell me you willing to give reparations, and I ain't talking about giving all black people a check. Give us some land. Give us some our own colleges, universities.
Right.
Change the.
I mean, we got HBCUs. A lot of people are donating to them now. A lot of people are trying to go to HBCUs.
Nah, give them 100 million. Give black
a lot
kids
of people are definitely trying to do that.
free scholarships to HBCUs. Like change the education reform the education system.
Well, they did say that they was actually letting
Get my
them
vote
take
like
it-
that, bro.
They was letting them take the online classes for college so that they don't even have to pay for them. So I think that that's good though.
It's a start,
And-
but do more.
And they're letting them get their degrees in half of the time because they're doing it online. So now they don't necessarily even need the college.
Right.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that Trump is saying that you don't need college education to get these good jobs because it's more of a skill set.
It's more of a skill set and who you know. Like that's how I feel. I feel like it's about who you know and
Because
who you
this
can.
is somebody out on the street that don't got no degree that's smarter than a person with a degree.
Yeah, like in this country today, you see it. You don't need a piece of paper to be rich and wealthy and successful in this country. You got a thought in your head, put it out there, stay
But
consistent.
you don't have to go to school and be in debt, and you know what I'm saying. You could go
That's
and
all it
start your
is.
own
Yeah.
business
Right.
and employ your own people.
And shout out to a lot of people that made it happen during this pandemic. They got on their grind. You know, it's a lot of people made a lot of strides and accomplishments. So
Shout out to y'all.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
I wanna
Shout out to all the
support
single
y'all.
mothers out there that made it happen
Okay,
Yeah.
for you and your kids and your children,
Right,
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
right.
yeah.
black women.
shout out to the black women. Shout out to
Yes.
I definitely want to shout out Meg. Like it got to be difficult to deal with what you deal with, regardless. Nobody was there. I don't know what happened.
Right.
But you got shot. Whether we don't know how, but to have to deal with having to explain yourself and then somebody dropping a whole
A diss
mixtape.
record.
Yeah, like a whole to hear about it, and now people are flip flopping.
Man,
Like
you got
if you
24
stand
hours to drop your diss record.
stand
back.
on what you stand on. If you believe her, then you believe her. Don't believe her on Tuesday, then the album come out Wednesday. Now
Oh,
Thursday.
so fire.
Shout out.
Now it's he ain't shoot her. She lying. Like
Shout out to Rick Ross too for checking Tory Lanez. I respect that.
And what they said?
Black men holding black men accountable.
They gonna say, oh, he said he put Molly all in her. I said, so now y'all. So what y'all telling me is that y'all believe that Jay-Z lost 72 bricks and got it all back? That's what y'all telling me? Because I don't believe that.
He might have. I believe that.
He would have been cut off at the knees.
Hove is a hustler. Like
72 bricks?
Yeah, Hove is a hustler.
Absolutely not. They would have cut his legs off.
Hove is a hustler.
You know, hustlers don't sleep.
Okay.
1 eye up.
And if Hove was a hustler like how we envision him,
Okay.
the Connect must have believed it. Like, you know what? Well, you gonna work it off. We gonna get it back.
Okay.
You gonna get it back.
Okay,
Like
puppy.
that's a Brooklyn nigga. So don't count
I
us
don't
out.
believe that.
Shout out to Biz, Sunday
Oh
dinner.
yeah.
Still
Shout out to
Dre
my
track,
brother Biz.
fire.
The Timeless group is definitely
The
up
Timeless
and moving.
group, yes.
Please check out Sunday Dinners, Timeless_Biz, B-I-Z. We got Sunday Dinners. He got music on all platforms right now. Yeah, and you know, shout out to Trub. He definitely started The Timeless Group label
Yes.
in the pandemic.
Clap it up. Clap that up. Clap that up. Clap that up. Clap that up. Clap that
Like,
up.
you know what I mean? Like it's legit. The name, everything. So again, that's black people moving. Like that's black people just having a vision, having a plan, and working that shit. You know what I mean? So
Fact.
And shout out to us, man. It's episode 17, man.
Yes, we in the building.
Episode 17.
Follow us.
Like,
iTunes,
yeah.
man. Listen to us on iTunes,
Comment.
Spotify, Google Podcasts.
Uh-huh.
Audio's released 6 a.m. every Tuesday. Visuals released Tuesdays 10 o'clock for all the people that can watch video at work
Thank
or
you,
whatever.
thank you.
Shout out to my nephew Juggy down there in Tampa, Florida. With him, his friends, they supporting.
Yeah.
They be watching. We love
Thank you,
y'all.
thank you.
Thank
And
you.
my whole family.
Thank
every
you,
time
yes.
I see them, they always be like, "Oh, Miss Holla." And my mom, she loves it. She calls me.
We just
want to
show. Thank y'all. We appreciate
Get your
y'all.
gun, talk your shit, grab your gat, call your clip, squeeze your clip, hit the right one. Pass that weed, got the light one. Squeeze your clip, hit the right one.